Evening everyone, and welcome to TMA Sunday Night Live. This is the Pidge, and I'm joined by Deano, Lord Suren, and a young man Deano. We are in association with WD18, the Watford Fans Channel. Like, share and subscribe to get the latest fans pre-match, post-match interviews, transfer news and everything in between by Robin, Jacob and the lads. And we are officially sponsored by Sweets for All, Unit 5, New Watford Market. So get down there, and obviously, like I said, we will promise you diabetes if you go down there. So please go. We finally went down there, and just remember, you can, if you spend £5, there is a voucher, you can get £2 off as well. So, and
that's good.
He does a lot of work for the air ambulance. So please get down there, guys, and donate a bit for charity as well. So just remember, get your calls and messages in. We will read as many as we can throughout the show. And just remember, first up, we'll talk about the GT match day, all the transfers, ladies' news, and like I say, once again, everything else in between. Exactly. So let's get GT match day, guys. Unbeaten in pre-season.
But we don't really read into pre-season, do we? Very good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
We're on the onlys in tonight. Everyone's tuned in already. Blimey, this is getting crazy. Even Suren's tuned in. I don't even know where he's, and he's sitting right next to me. That's even better.
He's a crazy man.
Unbeaten in pre-season. Very, very pleased. Although, like we always say, can't read too much into pre-season because it doesn't really count.
It's all about going to win the league. What do you want about?
The young man's being a bit silly here. He's obviously been in the sun too much.
Red card him.
Oh, VAR. VAR. Yes. I was quite impressed yesterday. I thought, there was a lot of plus points. I thought. My main one I've got to go for was Deano and Gray playing up top.
Yeah.
And how hungry and sharp they looked. I just hope they carry that into next Saturday and don't turn up and go, oh, by the way, we're going back to normal. But I thought, fantastic. It was a fantastic second half. First half I wasn't too impressed with. Bit lacklustre, and yet again we do not know how to defend a corner. Yet again we do not know. We have not learnt our lessons from last season yet.
It's the falling asleep that really annoys me. It's the simple little markings. It's like, just mark a player. How simple is that? Just mark. It's just easy. Tall player, small player, small player. If it's a smaller player and you've got tall player, it's even better, isn't it? And we're thinking so. That Cabs and Cathcart is our starting back two.
Yes,
probably our best back two, really consistently, isn't it?
Yes, without a doubt, providing they keep themselves fit. Yeah. Which I think they will this year. I think there's going to be a lot of non-injured players this year. I think.
Pretty nice.
I hope.
But having said that, with the defenders, I want to see them score. I mean, maybe I'm a bit old school, but how many goals does Steve Terry score? Carey puts a ball in, Barnsley flicks it on, Terry's there, bang, in. Job done. I mean, or even you just go and dummy and it will just go straight in. Yeah. We've got to get better with set pieces.
I was going to say,
I told Maps, I asked him, Maps, come on Maps, we need to see you score.
We need Maps, it has to happen.
At the awards night, and he said, well, if I'm allowed to go up, maybe I'll make it happen.
He's got a good header. I mean,
but he's got. Mariappa has a great header on him. He's for like a shortish guy who's well built. He can nut it good and proper. He's got a very good leap on him. And I think like what Suren said, I do agree with that. It would be nice to see the defenders score a few more this season. But it's also when we get the corners, what we're doing with them. Half the time last season, they weren't even clearing the first man. Or if they were, the keeper was catching it. And you've got to look at it and go, well, if you're going to send your big centre-backs up, you've got to swing it towards where they are.
Isn't it? First rule is clear the first man, second aim for the penalty spot.
Exactly.
Every coach, from bottom to top level, say aim for the penalty spot and you can't go wrong.
Exactly.
Don't try and swing it into top corner the other end, saying that's where I aim for, and it comes bloody close usually. But they always say penalty spot, don't they? Is the golden rule. Put it at penalty spot, and if you're going to do that, whip it in with a bit of pace. If you float it, that's a defender's dream. Yeah, because they can anticipate that. It's nice and slow in the air.
Yeah, I sort of feel for Cathcart because we know how much he's been out injured, but when he did come back last season, he did have a couple of glorious opportunities, and a couple of them were a point blank range save or just a half a yard either side, and he would have had a couple of goals. But I think that was just rustiness from him. But yeah, you're right, Suren. It would be nice to see them score more.
Yeah.
And I think this season, I think they probably will do, because I think if they don't score and they have a bad game, they know they're out of the team.
Gray for me had a good game, but he had one glorious chance in the second half where he should have hit it first time. He took 2 seconds. It was too late.
He should have lunged in and just.
First time he took a touch. Great run. He had a good game. He impressed me, but he should be hitting it first time, not taking a touch.
Exactly.
The whole Bassey's crossing, when he did actually cross it first time, there were some very good deliveries.
I was going to
say, he took too many touches. It's too many touches.
He wanted that extra touch.
He wanted to beat that last man and then put across it. It's like, what's the point? There was one, I think, second half where he got the ball, nice, just fizzed across. All he had to do was put his foot on it, and it would have been a lovely behind the defence ball. And he tried to take a touch, and then he's already. Someone's already in front of him, and it's like, the whole back, you're not going to take that man on. He's had your number the whole second half, because he never got round him. The only time we ever got round him, I think, or someone got round him, was when Pereira cut inside and flicked that lovely little ball, pulled him out and flicked that lovely little ball between two of them. And who was it? Gray got in behind him, didn't he?
Yeah, it was great.
Good run.
Well, he did put in a good ball. He was whole bad at putting the ball for a goal. Like Pidge said, that was a first time cross, and that was a. Because obviously he's put the ball in one header, and some Gray, I think, won the header, and then he popped it in.
Yeah, there's like I say, there's plenty of plus points, and Andre Gray for me was a big plus yesterday, because he looks, guys. For those of you who didn't go, you might have seen pictures online from him playing and training over pre-season, but he does look fit and he does look sharp.
And he looks more comfortable with Deany alongside him.
He does.
He's just some guy who can stick up for him, sort of thing,
Exactly.
I was impressed with Zimmer, is it Zimmer?
Seema.
He was very impressive. I liked him. He hogged the line a lot, puts a good cross, he's physical, fit. Now he looks promising. He does. He looks very good. Very impressed with him.
Positive as well.
Positive.
Yes,
he's very good.
But it was the difference between him and Amrabat, where both he looked like Amrabat, where he took players on, he caused trouble on the wing, but he puts a cross in. Amrabat very rarely could do that.
Exactly.
Sema, I mean, especially that one in the first half. Lovely little ball.
It was.
He's put a couple really good balls in the first half.
He pinged one, and if it hadn't been for the defender sticking a leg out, it was going to be a tap-in.
I still think we should have put that keeper under a bit more pressure.
That keeper was dodgy.
Yeah,
he was dodgy as anything.
He was very, very dodgy. I've got to be honest.
The early days.
I must admit, I like their centre back, the one that went off. The tall coloured bloke, I can't remember his name.
Yes.
He was pretty good, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did look handy.
He looked decent,
I think. Putting the bid for him, go on. He looked comfortable.
I was going to say, sneaky bid.
Sampdoria they might have played him for that reason. You don't know, don't think, do you?
No.
I was going to say, we never know what's going on half the time until it actually happens. But yeah, no, there was, like I say, guys, plenty of pluses yesterday. I think the pluses outweighed the minuses.
Yeah, it did,
Like we said before, the one thing was a big minus was falling asleep at the back at a corner. And I think there's still one or two areas, but that need looking at. But I think that's possibly down to the personnel we've got. I don't know if he's prepared to shuffle the pack.
Like you and me and Paul said, I don't know, Suren's think the same thing. That's probably going to be near enough to starting 11 against
90%. 90% of yesterday. 90% of yesterday's starting 11 guys. It looks like will take to the pitch against Brighton. If they don't, I'd be very, very surprised, because that would be a worry. Then is it to say, well, why the hell did you give them all a run out for so long? You should have rung the changes if you weren't going to do it. But yeah, it's.
He might have chucked Decore in there for someone if he's fit, but we don't know if he's fit yet, do we? Yeah, he might do a couple of changes, not a lot.
I've got a feeling we'll only see Decore on the bench.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to even try and risk him.
No, not worth it.
Yeah, but it depends though. If he has a good week of training this week, they might say he can play, but
we've got such a strong squad in depth, especially midfield.
Right, James Marshall, evening guys. Just keep putting your messages through. Put your messages through, guys. We are trying to read them out. Right, James Marshall said, "Would you start next week with Sema?" Yes, I would.
Yes.
That's absolutely. A yes, James, mate. Yes. Good question, anyway.
Yeah, I think yesterday he actually showed a lot of promise yesterday. He's a bit, for those of you might have just seen a photo of him and think, he's he's all right. He is one big, bulky guy, and I tell you, you don't want to get on the wrong side of him. Just think, you know, I know we'll come on to a bit more about transfers and everything in a bit, but if a Kaka was to stay and you play the both of them, I would not want to be that back line, because you're going to get absolutely mullered if they come running in for a header.
Strength for those players.
The strength of them. They are, you know, Seema is an absolute unit. There were one or two little dodgy touches. I know there was I don't know if it was just the communication between him and Holibas at one stage, but in the, you know, at times they were both looking at each other to say, well, I thought you were making a run.
Yeah.
And then you look at Holibas, he's like, well, I thought you were making a run. And it looks to me like they've still got to get a bit of an understanding.
I mean, the right-hand side, when we get Delafeu fit, then the right-hand side would be so much better. But, yeah, I mean, to be fair, Hughes was, he was trying to push out, but he was the centre midfielder. Yamat, for all he's worth, trying to bomb forward and try to be a wing. If we had Delafeu, they'd have two Sema and Delafeu running at them. I mean, that's not. Both of them can put some decent balls in.
Exactly.
Nick's on and Neil. Evening, guys.
Yes, very good evening.
Like I said, Hughes is definitely a centre mid. He tried playing out the wing, but he kept crawling into the centre, didn't he? It's like, I'm not getting the ball here. I don't like it. I can't do much here.
I like what Alan's put here. So it's Alan of Lathwell. He's put, Kaka isn't good enough, I hope we move him on. Well, the problem is, and I've actually been reading a little bit more into this.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's been saying he's been linked with a move away, The only reason why he hasn't gone is because he got injured at the end of last season, so he's had to continue his recovery.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why he's not gone and he's not trained, so...
Right, we've got Sir Ray Cook on the phone. Let's see if we can get hold of him.
Ooh.
Mr. Ray?
Hello.
Hello, mate. You right?
E.T. phone home.
Ray? You on speaker? Hello, Ray? You on, mate? Can you hear him? Ray? Hello? Hello, Ray?
Might have rung off.
Oh, right. No, I can't hear him. No.
No, it's gone.
Don't know what went on there, right. Bring it back up. Let's see if we... Right, yeah, no, carry on, mate. Go on.
Yeah, like I was saying, Kaka's actually, you know, he pulled up, I think, I can't remember, was it Crystal Palace game, I think it was, last season?
Yeah.
And it turned out that he had an injury and he had the operation. And the reason why he's not been training is because they've been doing all the rehab work with him.
Yeah.
So all this speculation saying that he's going to be transferred, he's going off to Turkey. I don't think they could actually sell him because he wouldn't have passed the medical.
Let's see if this actually goes on now. Ray? Ray? Hello, Ray? Hello, mate. You alright?
Can you hear me?
How you doing?
Good, mate. Can you hear us?
Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, good. There he is.
There he is. We can see him now.
Barely, yeah.
Where is he?
It's breaking out slightly, mate.
How's it going? All right.
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, all good, son. All good. How are you, mate?
Put it on voice.
Yeah, it's a bit bad signal down here.
It's alright.
But I can just barely hear you.
Yeah, put it on voice. Put it on voice, mate, because that's probably why it's a bad signal.
You still hear me?
Yeah, take it off video and put it on voice.
Okay. What do you think about the new team then? Practically, the way things are going to see. Well, we'll hopefully start the season.
Yeah, I'm positive, mate. Positive.
Yeah, positive. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting.
Problem, aren't we?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, mate.
Try and get another time.
Yeah, all right, mate.
I don't think this signal is very good at the moment.
All right, mate. Okay, mate. Message in, mate.
Can't seem to get hold of you, mate.
All right, mate. Bye.
Bye.
Is that working?
Yeah, it's working again.
No. Guys, just message him if you want on TMA live at outlook.com on Skype, but also if you're on one of our friends list as well, just press the call button and ring straight in, guys, and then we can get you on, guys. Right, something went wrong. Right, there you go.
I must admit, with Pereira, he did look sharper, didn't he? He looked a lot fitter, back to his best. He was
exactly.
He was
I think
class.
Yeah, I just hope they've actually got over all his problems now, because the fact they came out at the back end of the season and said he can't have 90 minutes.
Well, that was the positive and all. He'd been on all that time.
Exactly. So that was.
I was hoping to see a couple more new signings like Ben Wilmot and I was hoping to see them get a run out, but
it would have been.
Beggars can't be choosers, but
no, not really.
It'd been interesting.
The thing is, though, at the Stevenage game, Deano looked really sharp. He looked neat, lean. He looked fit. And he looked like he would run again.
Yeah, exactly.
Gray as well. Seeing him speed, we finally see the speed of Stevenage and yesterday. I wasn't at Brentford, but I mean, he's up there. And I think this is the time the fans have to get behind it.
Yeah.
And you actually get an understanding, because when Deano put that flick on for Gray, all he had to do was stretch out and then beat the keeper.
Yeah.
He wanted to do that extra touch, and that's where that will come over.
Absolutely.
You get the understanding.
Oh, I love Gray to bang in 20. We've always said this, haven't we? Gray to bang in 20 goals.
It's win-win, isn't it? It's win-win, isn't it?
Win-win indeed. I was going to say, there's a few of the lads been commenting in. Hang on a second, just going to. Hang on. Alan says Cathcart can do no wrong. He scored one of my favourite Watford goals ever against Birmingham City. Very true, because I was there as well that day. God almighty. Did the roof come off the rookery in the second half? Yes, it bloody did.
And then they put it back on.
Yeah, and then come back down somehow. Your mum says hello.
Hello. That's probably me dad, but there we go. Hello.
Well, it's your mum's name, so I'm guessing.
He's on my mum's profile. Yeah. Shall we just say, can we just shout out to Duncan and let's find out if he didn't use any sun cream yesterday?
Oh yeah, how's that done?
How the hell he got sunburnt? Because he was in the rookery most of the time. He was in before we got in there. Can I just for the best part, I've been a steward. I was a steward there for at least 3 years, and we were absolutely frustrated we couldn't get in the rookery. But some of the stewards, I was frustrated they couldn't let kids in, and there was this poor woman having a panic attack and stuff like that. But to be fair, a lot of them are just messengers. Then, if they're told not to let people in, it is, for us who's sweltering in the heat, it's bang out of order on our part, but, they could not do anything else apart from waiting until they got the hand down. Yeah. To basically to say, right, you can let everyone in. So, it was frustrating, but to be honest, we can't really blame them for not letting us in late. It was frustrating at the time. I completely agree with that, because everyone wanted to go in there because it was hot. If you brought your kids, it was really hot. And they were getting sweltering and stuff. But some of the stewards, they're only doing their job. They couldn't do any more. That's why I just shout out to the stewards, because they couldn't do any more. Right, Graham Taylor's statue. Personally, I think it's absolutely amazing.
Yes, and Watford Woody agrees with you guys. Statue is great. Bench idea is a nice touch. How many fans will sit next to him pre-match or kneel in front and pray for the win, laugh out loud? We're not going to be praying this season, Watford. Will you calm it down?
But James Marshall's saying, which of the injured players are likely to feature first? We'll get back on the statue, guys. Give us your opinions, how good you think the statue is. We think it's absolutely amazing, but we will get back on that in a second. But James Marshall's saying, which of the injured players are likely to feature first? Delafeu.
I think it's Delafeu.
The ones we want are all of them, but
I really think at the moment, I think we all want Shalabar back, but I think they are just having to wrap him up in cotton wool.
Hang on, we've got a phone. Sorry, mate, we've got a phone call here. So apologies, mate. Right, hello. Hello, mate.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ray.
Oh,
he's back.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you, mate.
Pidge, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
He can't hear us.
Can you hear us, mate?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I've had a terrible reception.
Yeah, the reception's bad, mate. I'll tell you what, just message in, mate, because it's much easier.
Yeah, I'm not getting any reception on the...
No, just message in, mate. Yeah, just message in, mate. Because we can't hear you, mate.
Alright. I'll copy in on stuff if I can. If not, then I'm struggling with a signal.
Alright, mate, no problem.
Alright, have a Good show.
No, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Bye.
Just to do a quick shout out
Yeah,
because
go on.
the one and only Super Darren Grimley has joined us.
Super.
He's in the building. A very good evening, sir. Yeah, he just said a big hello. And look what he's wearing. Look what he's wearing, Daz. We got him.
He's wearing my famous Ramage shirt. There we go.
I got forced. It hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, the greatness.
And the man who hasn't got his away, who's still trying to work out where his away shirt is, has joined us as well.
Who's that then, Moobs?
Aidan.
Yes.
Very good evening to Aidan. Very good evening to everyone. Yes. Out of the injured player, going back to what we were saying, one of the guys asked us, with the injured players, I would say it is going to be Delafeu and Decore coming back first, and then the others will be just a little bit further behind. They won't be miles behind,
Yeah.
but they will be. They'll be maybe 2 weeks behind. So.
What's happening with Panorando? I know he's obviously injured.
They're just not risking him, are they?
No, I
they
understand
can't.
that if he's
Especially after the last 2 years, we've learned now we can't risk these players. Just that if they need two. I'm not saying he needs 2 months out, but if someone needs 2 weeks to 2 months out, give him 2 weeks, 2 months out.
Yeah.
You know, let's not risk him because otherwise we have another epidemic like we had the last 2 years.
Yeah.
The first season we were fine. The last 2 seasons have been absolutely abysmal for injuries. Like I said, Dr. Doolittle's here now, so it's kind of improved a little bit, hasn't it?
I think that's where it's going to be a. I think that's where the big improvements come in this year.
He says 2 months. It's 2 months, not a month. No, I said 2.
Exactly.
You can wait 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, Neil Cleverley's not going to be back with us probably till about October time, so he's going to be the last. He's going to be the last one back.
Yeah, it's worth the wait, mate.
James Marshall says if Decore and Delafeu are fit, what would your starting 11 be? If they were fit,
That's a great question.
Or what if all of them are fit?
Let's start with 12.
we'll start with 12 players.
Throw it out to we'll throw it at you guys. Starting 11 if all of them are fit.
Wow.
All of the players are fit. Give us your starting 11 now because we will.
Incredibly tough.
Exactly, it's incredibly tough. We will pick our starting 11 now, guys. But please, give us your starting 11 now, and we'll shout out yours as well. Aidan saying Hughes and Gray are going to have the seasons of their lives next season. Let's hope they do. Let's hope they have it this season.
This season,
also, fingers crossed, they might actually be in an away shirt as well this season.
Yeah.
Aidan.
If Decore and Delafeu are fit, we would. What would you have your starting 11 bit? Oh, that was like you said, James. Right.
That's tough.
I'm going to start writing mine out. Give me some pointers about it. I'm going to start writing mine out.
Where it's hardest to pick.
Right, go goalie. Go on and go goalie.
Yeah, Foster.
Yeah, I said Foster. Yeah.
I'd have to say. I want to say that kid, but
I still back Gomez. I still back Gomez.
It's fuzzy now.
I've not lost my faith in Gomez at all. I'll tell you what. I'll go for mine. If the best 11 I'm going to conjure up.
Go on, you do it.
Foster in goal. Firmina, Cathcart, Kabasele. Is it Messina, the new left back? Yeah, I'd give it to Messina over Holibas.
Oh, definitely.
The midfield.
Oh, here we go.
This is where it's going to get hard because for me it's Delafeu, Cleverley, Decore, Pereira.
God, the players he's left out is scary.
Exactly. The players I'm leaving out here is very, very scary. And then I go with 2 on the top, so it's Deany and Gray.
Right, I've got mine.
So that's
I've got mine now. Right, Foster in goal, Navarro, Cathcart, Kabasele and Messina. Chalobah, Decore and Cleverley in midfield. Pereira behind the front 2 of Deany and Gray.
Like it.
Nothing against Sema. I just think that is the best team personally we've got. But Navarro and Kiko are very close. Very, very close. If we play 3 with 1 behind, then I would have that formation.
Yeah.
If not, I would throw Sema somewhere in that and take one. Take one of those.
2 I'd probably swap. I'd put Hughes there, Chalobah there, and Pereira instead of.
Yeah, but they interchangeable as a 3 anyway. So One of them drops, one of them pushes, one of them.
Good squad.
I like what Alan's put. Is that the one you're looking at?
Well, David Quick's thrown a good in and all.
They're both more or less the same. It's just in.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I would go with Alan's one.
What's that then?
Cabaselli, Kiko, Pereira, Decore, Hughes, Delafeo.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that one? Right, Davy Quick's one is Foster, Kiko, Cathcart, Cabaselli and Messina in defence. We've got Decore, Chalobah, Delafeu, Hughes, Pereira and then Gray up front.
Oh, he's doing one.
Yeah, he's got one up front.
James Marshall's gone with 2 up top and he's put Foster, Messina, Yanmack, Cathcart, Cabaselli, Pereira, Delafeu, Decore, Hughes, Gray, Deeney. He put tough to leave out Cleverly and Chalobah.
And it proves when everyone's fit how good our squad is.
It's just going to be seriously worrying. Bjorn's just put Foster, Messina, Navarro, Cathcart, Cabs, Kiko, Chalobah, Hughes, Pereira, Delafeu, Deeney.
Dele Alli, blimey, as good as it.
That is some, some serious good lineups.
Dangerous score.
Yeah, that is serious.
Dangerous score. That's a definitely.
By the way, there was an earlier comment from Neil. He was asking about get the ladder out for a better signal. I think that was for Ray.
For Way.
We are looking for the ladder. It went missing over the summer.
Ray's got one. Ray has got the ladder. So if it doesn't work with him, mate, it's never going to work. Right, Watford really said Foster. What the fuck? We buy a keeper that was relegated. This means you were letting go. Right. The only thing I would say with that, Nick. In theory, why buy players that are relegated? But then you look at the likes of Robinson, who plays for Liverpool. I know we shouldn't say that word, but who's at Hull? Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
It's possibly going to United for about 80-90 million, they reckon. Possibly, I'm going to say it would.
Yeah.
And there's been plenty of others. I mean,
Pickford Defoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Pickford's English best keeper, and at the moment on form is one of the best keepers in the world. Definitely top 10.
Exactly. Top 5 even.
It doesn't. I mean, in theory, he's got a point because you sort of think, hang on a moment, he couldn't have been that good if he got relegated.
Yeah, but then his defence may be crap. So our keeper can't do anything.
I mean, look at West Brom's defence. They hardly covered themselves in any glory last season, did they? I mean, Fozzie's there because we think that Gomez may go now, and we need an experienced head to work alongside Dahlberg because long term Dahlberg is our number one.
Aidan's just backed out. He said Foster was the best player in a rubbish team. Can't say what he's actually said. And Super Darren Grimley's put. For me, the midfield is sent from God. How lucky we are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Darren, you're right. We are lucky, but we've got to keep them all fit.
I mean, Southampton game was one of the most testament to how good they actually were. That was just the whole six, the forward six, shall we say, were just absolutely on fire. When they were amazing. That was mental
that day. Like we said in the podcast we did the following day. I can still remember it clearly. Cleverly, Decore, Chalobah, just. All 3 of them just linking up, and Hughes as well with the passing, all of them interacting,
Richarlison,
all knowing where to go, and then you had Holebas bombing from the left.
Holebas looked very good that game as well, to be fair.
And all of a sudden, all of them looking at each other, going, "Well, hang on a minute, he's pushed up. I need to go and cover," and it was just phenomenal from start to finish that game. If we repeat performances like that. No team is going to be able to stop us. We're just going to steamroll through people.
That'd be like
probably
Chelsea
except Manchester City.
Yeah, of course.
You never know because it'd be like Chelsea at home.
Yeah, exactly.
We've always said, Deano always said, from kick-off we charge out. We hustle, bustle like the old days.
Exactly.
Taylor, you just like a little terrier, just get out.
You just put the fear of God into your opposition. Let them know you're there.
Yeah.
Let them know you're not going to give them time on the ball.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to get.
Well, we played that sort of way second half, didn't we? Yesterday.
We did. We upped it. We just went. We decided to push it up a bit, like push them an extra 10 yards back.
Stopped their short hunt, so they had to go long, didn't they? Stop their play.
We looked good when we pressed them. We looked very good when we pressed them. Alan's saying we've got great options throughout the pitch. I just think we need another striker. I do agree with that. We need another backup striker.
Aren't we after a Barcelona lad on loan?
Alcesa.
I'll tell you what, there's a weird
player, very good player, Alcesa. But Alcesa's quality.
Yeah, there's a weird thing in the paper today saying that
we're heading above everyone else. West Ham are after him as well. Apparently, we're leading
apparently
the charge.
the loan deal's got to be at least £3 million.
And 2 years.
And he's also on 150 grand a week.
Well, apparently it's a 2-year loan as well, and it has to be permanent at the end of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've heard different reports, but I
But
could
the
be
thing
wrong.
is, though, if that's the case and he's on 150 grand a week, according to one newspaper I've read today, Barcelona are demanding that whoever he goes to pays the whole 150 grand a week.
Well, if he's that good.
Which is a little bit worrying.
What I think, who was saying it? I can't say any names because I don't remember. Some people were saying that, why don't we get, because we were talking about this last Sunday about Max Meyer, what amazing player he would be. But then a lot of people did say on the podcast that, okay, we get him, say, for 150,000 a week, then Deano will want 150,000. Not saying necessarily, but the top players, even maybe Decore might say, hang on a moment, I've signed this new deal now, but you're shelling out now 150,000 of these players.
Exactly.
Let me have this, please. And Deano would look for it.
But like what we said before, has Decore signed that 5-year deal, knowing if he repeats what he done last season, he gets that golden handshake at the end of the season and says, thank you very much, you can have your move.
Well, he has done that because the price will be up.
They've done a Ronaldo, but a smaller version at Watford, haven't they? So if you stay for 1 more year, you'll get your move.
Yeah.
Give us 1 more year. Give us 1 more real quality year like Ronaldo did at United, and then you'll go.
That contract's to get us a higher price because they know you've got 5 years. You've got to pay that money.
Yeah, because if it's only a year, then obviously, like you said,
us about.
Leicester and West Ham are in the running for him. Yeah, Bjorn, you're spot on, mate. A lovely profile picture, by the way, mate. I'll give it the hats off for that, mate, as well.
Mr. Bjorn. Yes, Mr. Bjorn. Yes. I like what Neil's put here. Formations for this season: 3-5-2 or 4-4-2. Only go one up front when playing the likes of Man City, Spurs and Liverpool.
It probably depends on the team.
Why don't you just play 2 up front against them anyway and just go for it?
Exactly.
He's got a point though. There's a slight cautious thing because we played Chelsea with 1 up front and battered them.
Look what we've done.
Matt came from deep.
And there was support. It was a 1 up front, but there was support from the 2 wingers more than we've seen before. Exactly. They acted as a second striker. In fact, even though they were just forwards and they were on the wing.
Yeah,
so it does work.
I'd prefer 4-4-2 out of 3-5-2.
Alan say this post contains a subliminal message: sign Welbeck, sign Welbeck, sign Welbeck, sign Welbeck. I'll tell you what, if we kept Welbeck, it's another one. If we keep him fit, he's actually a really good player.
He is, and I think he was unlucky not to get minutes at the World Cup.
Yeah.
But I think Southgate had a plan in place, and I think maybe Welbeck suddenly became plan E, F, G and the rest of the letters behind it, which was a little bit, a bit unfortunate for him. But there's he does have a good goal scoring record when he is fit. He's been very unlucky with injuries. So if Arsenal are saying he can go, well, why don't we try and nick him? It's only over the fence. As we say, as we always keep saying, they're only over the fence from each other. So,
right, guys, can I just stress that after the Welwyn Garden City friendly was cancelled, Watford are paying compensation to Welwyn Garden City. So all of it's been ironed out now. The dust has settled. Welwyn Garden City have put out a tweet as well, thanking the Andy Scott. Taking time to contact him, apologising, explaining the reasons why they couldn't get a team together, and they're paying a compensation. So fair play to Andy Scott and Watford. They've got it all sorted. Mistakes happen. Dialogue gets lost sometimes. Very rarely does it happen with, especially with Watford. But the dust has been settled and it's all been sorted now. Right, big shout out to Darren Morgan because he's doing a birthday fundraiser for epilepsy charity. So go on to the forum. There's more details there. Or message Darren Morgan.
Page. I saw that Just Giving page.
That's it. The Just Giving page there. Right. Big shout out to Paul Muzzy and his vlogs. Get ready for Paul Muzzy and his vlog from yesterday afternoon's game for the GT Memorial game or GT Matchday in fact game. Just get on there. Go on YouTube. Type in Paul Muzzy, like, share and subscribe for Paul Muzzy. Just remember, once again, we're in association with WD18, the Watford Fans channel. Once again, like, share and subscribe to get the latest post-match, pre-match, transfer news, fan views and everything in between by Jacob, Robin and the boys. Go on YouTube, like I say, type in WD18, like, share and subscribe. and we are sponsored by Sweets for All, Unit 5, New Watford Market. Get down to see Suren. Open most days of the week and till about 1:30 on match day. 1:30 on match day. Yeah. So that's basically come out the multi-storey car park where a lot of people come, but come out the back way, and then go to the right towards the bridge, in the small that sort of bridge-looking thing in the town, and look to the left, basically.
Yes, exactly.
So and into the market. That's where the market is, and they're on the left. There's a nice little cafe nearby as well. So stock up on sweets. He does a lot of support for the air ambulance thing. He did this jump as well. You did the skydive as well. So get down there and put your money in, basically. And a big shout out to Jim Cook, Ashby St Eve. Get your superhero Watford t-shirts, gifts, souvenirs and more. Go on to Google Ashby St Eve and get in there. Get the TMA Graham Taylor branded t-shirt as well, also available, and a few little tidbits in between with Jim Cook and Ashby St Eve. So that's a big shout out to him, and thank you for the logos, mate.
Yes, indeed. Right, I'm going to touch on one or two more.
Yeah, sorry,
go on, mate.
Things you
before switch over to one or two other little bits of news. Britos possibly leaving. Do you reckon it's going to happen? Do you reckon it's not? For those of you who might not be aware, Britos has been linked with a move to Torino to link up with that Wally called Mazzari.
I personally hope he doesn't, because I am a fan of Britos. But he probably will, because he ain't going to get a game.
I think now he's got to go. It's nothing against him personally. I just think we've got better players ahead of him, and he won't get much of a run unless we have another injury crisis. Fingers crossed we don't.
Moobs, I'm going to the airport next Sunday and Monday, so I can take him there. Got to pick up my boys, got to pick up my parents. So I've got space in the car.
As you're on the plane, just get on a plane, just push him out near Naples.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him a parachute and say, right, aim for there.
Yeah, you see that stadium? That's where you're going.
So just push him through customs.
Elton John was not there, Mick, but he, I think, he wasn't there, but
I think Elton's on. Is he on tour at the minute?
It's not lost on him, put it that way. I would give him his due. It's not lost on him. It's probably too hard for him, to be honest. I don't think he can face it.
Elton always makes it clear if he can get over for something like this, he'll come.
Especially GT, he was like a brother to him, Graham Taylor, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think because he turned up at the Middlesbrough game after I think Taylor died.
Did he turn up?
I'm not sure. I'm sure
did he turn up? I think he did, because Rita was there and the family.
Yeah.
Definitely, obviously Rita and the family, but I think Elton was there as well, I believe.
Yeah, but I think as far as we know, Elton couldn't make it. I'm sure he would have loved to have been there. And he's still got. And we still know he's got Watford in his heart. So the fact that he was there, God knows how many times last season watching us, so it was. I think it would have been nice to have seen him there, but like I say, if he's got other things on, he can't. You can't do it. So,
but before you go on about that statue again, right? Everyone see the statue. What's your opinion on the statue? I think it's absolutely amazing.
I like it. I really do. I think it's like what we all said yesterday. They could have gone for one on a 4-foot block and put it really up really high, but they didn't. They kept it low, put it on a nice stand, and made it for the fans, so the fans could sit there and have a photo taken with him.
There's a little bit. The benches was a nice touch with it, and the family consulted the whole way through. I mean, if they did not like that statue, Rita and the family would not have allowed it. To put it that way.
See, it's interesting. For me, I would have preferred. When I think of Taylor, I think of the cup final. I think of that black tracksuit with that, with the yellow writing, and that's what I wanted to see. And I think it's good, but it could have been better. To me, it does look a bit like Bobby Robson. I'm looking at that picture and I'm like...
From the side on, it's even better.
Yeah.
From the side on, yeah.
But, I mean, everyone's going to have their views, but, I mean, it's great that they put it so you can sit down and sit with him.
That was the best place to put it, because, you won't sit... I mean, I agree with... I think Jay Mr. Funnel said about putting it at the back of the rookery. That way, it won't get. You can lock it up, and it's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, because you always get. Are you guaranteed? You hope it. God forbid it don't. But you know, some idiot's going to try and vandalise it.
I think if anyone does,
they're trying to put a dampener on it, but
they'll get hunted down, because you think the amount of security cameras they've got up around near the ground,
especially now with that thing. I mean, they would have had loads anyway, but I mean,
they wouldn't. If anyone does it, it ain't going to take them long.
I love the little passage at the front, and what they've done with the paving slabs and put the Watford badge there, and
someone said it sort of sums Taylor up. Always got time for people and all that.
He always did.
Yeah, you can sit there and talk. It's not.
Like I said to you when he talked 20 minutes about coaching years ago.
Yeah, sums him up.
When I was about, when was it? About 17, 18, and you sort of think one or two of us, and we're thinking we're almost like that. You're hanging on every word he said, because you sort of think he must have. You sort of he talks to you, not down to you.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the only thing.
Watford Woody is he's back on his nose again. He says no, like Bobby Robson's, we can get up close, cuddle and hug him when times are hard. So
I think everyone should at least walk past and bow at it once every time they go past it.
Exactly.
And we will try and find that tombstone of the first Watford manager.
Oh yeah, we're looking for that one.
We were looking for it. It's further. I think it's the other side of that cemetery. The first one. That was brilliant touch by Watford, wasn't it?
Let's put it out. Right, guys and girls, we need your help. In the Watford Cemetery, by the ground, we know that there is a
big memorial.
Big memorial plaque or plot for Watford's first ever manager. Now, we walked past yesterday, and we couldn't see it. Now, does anyone that's tuned in tonight have any idea whereabouts in the churchyard it is? Because I think a few of us wouldn't mind trying to go and see it. But if anyone does know, we looked on one side, we couldn't see it, but we just wondered if it's on the other side, and if so, how far back is it? So if anyone knows, message us and let us know.
See Daryl's point there. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think Darren. If they do, it won't take them long for them to be hunted down and taught a little lesson.
Yeah.
But I've got to be honest. Most of those fans most fans I know from Junction 10 are actually, they like Taylor.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, they respected him.
They said of all the rivalry aside, they said the guy was a gentleman. He knew the game was about the fans. He's the man on the terraces. He's very and just remember as well, when we played him after the 4-0, he said he was in when Lenny Lawrence said, "Look, come on, guys, let's keep this good. Let's have a game. Let's have the banter. Let's have the singing. But that's all it is. We've got families here. Let's keep it thinking.
Exactly.
Fair play to them.
Exactly.
I'm not. They wouldn't exactly say, "Come on, let's have a tear up." But you know what I mean. They put it, and everyone listened to them. And especially if Taylor speaks, older Watford listen, or did anyway. But
then playing devil's advocate, if it was David Pleat and he passed away, would Watford fans go up there and put shit on Luton stickers on him?
No, I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't, because I wouldn't.
I can see some fans.
But I would have a go at them and say, look, we wouldn't like it if they did it to the Taylor statue.
Exactly.
We would personally hunt them down if they were on our forums to say, really, is that? Because we said we would go mad if it was done the other way. It's a good point.
It's disrespectful.
Because that's like what Darren's saying, and I can see. We've got some crazy fans as well, so
yes,
every club's got some crazy ones. Most fans in most clubs are not that stupid, but I can see your point.
I wouldn't do that on anyone's statue.
Because you're basically like to say pissing on their grave sort of thing. In theory, aren't you? And it's not like more comments, mate. Sorry, go on.
That's all right. Bjorn says the statue is perfect, simply perfect. Alan says love the statue, but the quote is wrong.
Yeah, that's what Alan said.
It's slightly. If you watch the video of it's a BBC interview, it's very close, but there is a one or two words. It's like when people say, "Oh, I've done it for this club." He said, "No, I would have only done it for this club."
Yeah.
When I eventually, as soon as I get me little girl's Taylor's tattoo, I'd have that above the WFC on this. It's when you misquote them, but. I tell you what, it's the nice because it's not too long. Because you put it really long, it'll just go around. At least at the front you can read that bit because it's pretty much summed it up in a nutshell. The quote that he gave. I know it's slightly misquoted. Alan's got a point, but I think it's worked out all right.
Watford Woody has answered our question.
Yeah.
He puts go into the cemetery and turn left and walk that way round from the Vicarage Road entrance. So it's basically go in
where we were basically.
Where we were, go in, turn left, and then walk all the way round, and it's round there.
Well, next time we're down there, we get
Woody, well done, son. Thank you
mate,
very much. Thank you.
Right, before you go on, mate, transfer news. Who are we going to look? Because we'll probably delve into this a bit more things, so we'll scatter about a little bit. But 50 million to burn, or 40, shall we say around 50 million to burn?
Around 50 million to burn.
Whom? Because we'll probably delve into this more on Tuesday.
It's a tough one, but at the end
it's
of the
striker.
day,
it's a striker.
It is a striker. We don't need any more. We don't need any more centre backs. We certainly don't need any more midfielders. Just maybe one more striker, or they're going to say, you know what, enough's enough, and they're going to wait for Panoranda to get fit, because technically he is a striker.
Yeah, he's actually.
Can you wait that long though?
Well, it all depends on. I think has he started running again?
Well, like Aidan said, get Welbeck.
Well, exactly. Even if we got Welbeck on loan,
get Welbeck on loan for 6-7 months or so, or 6 till January, and say, look, you know, there's an option of another 6 months or end of the season, and a possible buy. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The good signing. I know we don't need any more defenders, but 15 million for Gibson in today's market is not a bad price. Burnley got him. Burnley got it for 15 million to do, because everyone's snared at the Chris Wood 15 million transfer, and what a great signing he was.
Exactly.
Chris Wood, Shane Long.
Yeah. Saying that, I wouldn't touch Shane Long with a barge pole. He just don't score. Last 2 years, his goal scoring record's been abysmal. Yeah, I'd rather have Charlie Austin.
But I think
Austin out the two now. Shane Long 3 years ago, yes, I would have all day long.
I think when
he was good. I mean, against us.
I think when you look at Shane Long, though, you've got to look at the manager that he's playing under, and I don't think he's playing into his strengths. Yeah, you know, it's an Andre Gray situation. Yeah.
He's up top on his own, isn't he?
Yeah, under 3 years ago, who was in charge at Southampton? Pochettino.
And Koeman.
Now, who was getting the best out of him? Now they've had a few other managers. He's falling back. So. It could be, could take a gamble.
Alright, so I'll change my opinion a bit. If we play him with another striker, then yes, I'll get behind him. If we play him with a Deany or something, then yes, I'll agree with Suren then, yeah. If we're going to play him up top on his own, no way in hell would I buy him. To be honest, even Charlie Austin I wouldn't buy if he's on his own. It will all depend if we play two up front. We buy him as a backup and say, okay, him or Gray alongside Deany, then yeah, I'd buy him.
What about Origi, like we were talking about? Origi.
I don't think
on loan, Origi, yes.
A season loan, yes, not 26 million.
No.
That is absolutely ridiculous what Liverpool are charging, because they're trying to claw some money back. They're trying to balance their books.
23, 25, did you say? No, I mean for million. They were looking at
26 million they were asking.
Sorry.
26 million for him.
Oh, look, Alan's put good. Danny Ings.
Yeah.
Get him on loan for a season, just say, look.
Well, I think that's another one I think they possibly looked at, but I think Liverpool said as well, we want a permanent deal. I think they were charging 20 million.
No, sorry. He's been injured for like a good part of 3 years.
They're doing it with that, what's his name, Grealish of Villa, the young man.
Jack Grealish.
Yeah,
40 million for Jack Grealish, really? He's had 6 months of really good football. I mean, he had 2 months, the 2-3 months near the tail end when Sherwood was there, where he did look a really good player. Then he was poor for that first season in the Championship.
Yeah.
Come to life a bit last season, and now it's suddenly worth 40 million.
I was going to say, he was putting in a lot of performances last season. I think he got his head back together.
He's good. He's done well. I agree with you. He's doing well, but I wouldn't pay 40 million for Jack Grealish, really.
20 top.
You look at the midfielders that have gone for less than that. I'd rather pay 25 million for Paulinho than Jack Grealish for 40 million.
Yeah,
and that is saying something.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't understand how Barcelona managed to wanted to pay 25 million for a guy who can even get Spurs side.
Exactly.
Really. Right, go on. Sorry, mate. You got a few.
Yeah, there's a few. There's a few here. Aidan, I think, has been. I don't know what Aidan's been taking. He's on something. He's saying go to China and get Iggy back. Laugh out loud.
You go there, get your Watford shirt.
Yeah, I was going to say. Apparently they sell them in China at good rates, mate. Green ones as well.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them have got them already.
Get the green back.
Yeah.
Get the green attack back.
Mr. Higgins has joined us tonight. Very good evening, Mr. Higgins. I'll say it again. Welbeck and Sturridge I'm not sure about Sturridge because he's too injury prone.
Again, he's the same. Get him fit, he can't play.
Yeah. Alan says Gibson. I think someone put about possibly Ben Gibson. He's put Gibson isn't any good. Burnley got done. I think they have been done there a little bit.
Time will tell, but at the moment, a lot of people will say that until he has a good season.
Yeah. Aidan's saying, how about putting we sign up Suren for up front for us?
We can't score.
10 million, that's it.
You can't score.
Bring the players back to score. I'm not a striker. I'm a winger.
Here we go again.
Oh, here we go. It's the forward striker.
It's that one.
Well,
you score now because you ain't up against us two, are you?
But the thing is as well, the D is like half the pitch. I can't go in.
Well, you got Deanie to feed off now, haven't you? So you should be all right, mate. You could do the running, you could do the grey roll and let Deanie flick it off.
I normally draw the keeper, pull it across, and then you just put it in.
You're not allowed to go in the area though, mate.
That's the rules are messed up.
Stuart says an inflated market. Yes, I think it is, especially now as we're coming to the end of the window.
More inflated than the hot air balloon the market is there. Jesus.
Neil put Grealish 40 million. Everton paid that for someone else.
I'd rather have Richarlison than Grealish. At least Richarlison did it, even be it till December. But at least he produced it anyway.
Paul Brinklow says hello, guys. Hello, Paul. There's a few other little bits. Bjorn said, just going back to the statue thing. Bjorn said, if Luton Town had a statue of, say, Brian Steen, Mark Steen, Mick Hartford, etc., I would nod my head and respect them.
I've met Mick Hartford as well, and he's a lovely man as well. So shout out to Mick Hartford, lovely bloke.
The real Watford fans will respect that because they
Taylor's with a celebrity appearance.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you. Right. Yeah, no, right. The ladies. Actually, they won a pre-season game.
Yes,
Mr.
they have won. Yes, ladies news. Yes, ladies travelled, but both sets of ladies teams, the first team and the under-23 teams, both travelled down to Cheltenham Town today to play respective games. And Watford's ladies' first team has come out on top for their first win of pre-season, winning by 3-2. Helen Ward, Leanne Bell, and Emily Hill got all the goals. Meanwhile, the under-23s team, I'll tell you what, this is seriously worrying. They've won every pre-season game they've played so far, and today won 7-2.
What, the under-23s?
The under-23s.
Well done, ladies.
They won the under-23s as well, mate.
It's sort of worrying. You know, that looks like
Helen's on. Hello, Helen. Lovely to meet you yesterday, Helen.
Lovely.
Sorry, mate, to interrupt you, but lovely to meet you, Helen. Yeah.
The emoji pillow will not be required.
No, it won't be, mate. Sorry, mate. Carry on.
Warning. Also, just a reminder, guys, that the ladies' season is about to get underway. So please, I'm going to keep reiterating this. If you're stuck for something to do on a Sunday afternoon, go to either watfordfc.com or have a look on it, because I know Sir Dave of Quickshire posted the fixtures for the ladies' team. They're playing at Kings Langley Football Club again this season. And it's, you know, it's only just down the road from here, and it's not too far away from Watford either. It's slap bang in the middle between the two of us. You know, pop down. It's a great little afternoon. You know, you can't go wrong. You know, please just, you know, let's get beyond ladies. I'm going to go down again a few times this season.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I absolutely loved it being down.
How much is it? It's still £6.
I think it's still £6.
Fantastic. Great value, isn't it?
And also, I think it's £6 if you take your season ticket. So if you're a Watford season ticket holder, take that down, show it on the door, and you get in for £6.
Or ladies' game on Wednesday, free entry. Dave Quick just shouted out as well.
Oh, well done.
So that's a good shout out for Davey Quick as well.
Fantastic.
Taylor's on the telly, la 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 la.
Yeah. But Aidan says burger down there is nice.
Is it
I'm
true,
sure
mate?
it is. I don't know, I've not had one.
So the windows,
Yeah, some of the windows in the van.
Well done for the acting audition, mate, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say,
good shout out.
I know we've been having some jokes about your shirt and everything, but yeah, well done on the acting.
Well done,
thing,
big shout out to Aidan.
Sandra's joined us. Any news as to when Shalabar will be back? Well, we reckon it could be. He's not. I don't think he's going to make next week. I know we talked about this earlier, but yeah, Shalabar doesn't look like he's going to make next week. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 games in, we might get a chance to see him kicking the ball.
Yeah.
So, But yes, that is the lady said. I've just got a little bit of non-league. There's a very tiny bit because I actually thought everyone got going yesterday, but it turns out they didn't because only certain leagues started yesterday. Because I brought the non-league paper today. Also, non-league as well. I'm about to touch on this, guys. I'm going to give you a little, I'm going to give you some info in a minute. But yeah, a couple of the well-known non-league teams from around here played. Bournemouth got their campaign off in the National Conference with a 1-0 win at home to Dagenham and Redbridge.
Oh, well done.
Hemel Town come flying out the blocks yesterday with a 4-2 win against Chippenham Town.
Go on,
a cracking start for them. Apparently it was 2-2 at half-time as well. So talk about goals galore, and it could have been a lot more if both teams had their shooting boots on. And also St Albans won 3-2 as well at home yesterday. And they were 2-1 down with 10 minutes to go. So there is a lot going on. But like I say, they're the only ones so far because all the other leagues below them haven't got going yet. They're all still playing their friendlies and everything because found out that Kings Langley actually played Berkhamsted yesterday in a friendly.
Yeah.
So that was a nice little one.
Well, agents saying promotion hopefuls for Hemel. It's probably a good shout, actually.
Yes, they are. Hemel are being considered as one of the ones going for promotion this season with the players they have signed. I can confirm for Hemel this season that Lloyd Doyley, Jordan Parks and Darren Ward are still with the Tudors. Brilliant. They are still with Hemel Town. Matty Spring retired at the end of last season.
Oh, did he?
He was given the golden handshake by Hemel after an agreement was reached. From what I was informed.
Yeah.
And Will Hoskins was released.
Really?
I think they lost patience with him. But yeah, like I say, guys, the non-league stuff. I'm going to say it again. If Watford have an away day and you can't get a ticket, please check your local papers to see if your team's at home. Because if they are, pop down and see them. Pay the money on the gate. It's a cracking day out watching a bit of non-league football. You get to hear more shouting and swearing and people not getting booked for it.
It's grassroots. Everyone loves a bit of grassroots football, don't they?
Yeah. You know, and doing that, and by doing that, you're also helping the club stay afloat.
Yeah.
It really does go a long way. That money, you know, just turn up and paying, like say it's £12 on the gate. That £12 goes a long, long way. You know, and for an afternoon out, just watching a game of football for 90 minutes, seriously worth it.
Can I just say, this is where the fans and the legends watch, and also Troy Deeney is aware of this podcast. So shall we just say, and it is this one thing, there are current players that are aware of this podcast. That is down to, firstly, I would say to us, but more importantly to you guys, because you guys make us enjoy this so much. So guys, It's a thank you to you as well. The current players are aware of this. It probably helps that I've been tagging them so much in tweets, especially last season. They may have got wind of it, but apparently that's a big shout out to Ray and Christine who have got the message over as well. And I know you have spread the word as well, Suren, so thank you very much, mate. Shout out to you as well. And I know a few other people have helped, so the current players are aware of this podcast, and as well as us, it is down to you guys, so thank you ever so much.
Super Darren Grimley says, can we try and get Darren Ward on here?
I will try, mate. My powers of persuasion.
We will try and investigate that one. A massive hello to Angela. Hello, darling. Hope you're well. I'll probably see you next Saturday at the game if you're down there stewarding. Bjorn's just put Deeney like that.
Right, guys, just before Moobs says anything else, we have got a special guest in a couple of weeks, possibly, on the show. More will be revealed very shortly, but I am in dialogue with at least one legend, and possibly four.
I'm even being made to keep quiet about it. He's told me, and I'm not even allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Shut up.
Yeah. So sorry, mate. Go on.
Can you tell me how to defend a free kick, please?
Right. Your last words and your last words, if you please.
My last words.
But you got a couple of other things you were shouting out, and your last words, that because you're not really satisfied, because that's what Mick was saying. You're not satisfied. You're not happy at all. Yeah, look, she's not satisfied.
Yeah, I know Taylor's not satisfied. No, that's shocking. Like I said, non-league stuff. non-league guys, I will keep banging on about it. You know, please go and support your local non-league team. It's a great thing. I know Sir Alan of Lathwell does a heck of a lot as well.
Alan's absolutely non-league legend, that guy. Shout out to Alan Lathwell again,
mate. I do believe he's taken up a new position with a new club, I think. I don't know if he's...
More news on that, I think, from Alan, I think.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll have to get Alan back.
The big man needs to come
when
back.
He's about. But yes, right, Woody.
Woody or wouldn't he?
Woody or wouldn't he? Woody. Well, am I happy? Interesting question.
In his words?
No! I'm not! I know you are now starting to do the fine things that I've asked you to do, but it's still not enough! How many times do I have to tell you? I'm trying not to raise my voice too much because in case my blood pressure goes through the roof. And we've all know, and for those of you that might know, I've had a little scare lately, so we are going to try and keep it calmer. Moves to street. That could happen, Woody. That could happen. Be careful. Be careful what you wish for, sunshine. Guys, no, I'm going to just quickly reiterate it. We love doing this. You love tuning in. We love having you on here. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. It's been another fantastic Sunday. I can't ask for too much more than that. But please, guys, please, just go out and keep spreading the word. Even if now I'm going to start mentioning social media. If you've got a Twitter account, if you've got an Instagram account, if you've got Facebook, I know you've all got Facebook because you're all on here tonight. So go and find all your Watford friends, all of them, and I mean all of them, and tell them about this page. Tell them about what we are. Tell them about what we do. That we've had former players on here. We've been interviewing them. And you guys as well. We want as many of you on here as possible. And I did say I want 2,000 people. It would be lovely if we get that. I know there's been quite a few new members lately, but we still want more. Okay, more. So it's down to you lot this week. Get out there and sort it out. Even if your friends are on holiday, ring them up. Just ring them up on holiday. Just disturb them whilst they're laying on the sun loungers. I know I would. But yeah, honestly, guys, please, just keep spreading the word, and thank you. There is. Hang on a second. What's this?
Can I just do a quick shout out for Deanie?
Yeah, please. Go on then.
Okay.
Yes.
So the story with Deanie was we went to the awards night, and obviously we did a parachute jump for the air ambulance. And so we said to him, can we get a shirt? Donna goes, can we get a shirt? So he said, all right, the Man U game. So we go to the Man U game, and then we wanted to get it auctioned.
Yeah.
So then I saw him at Stevenage, and he goes, first thing he said, not highest rate, he goes, where's Donna? So I'm like, all right, cool. I say, well, she's a nurse, she's working. So I said, all right, can you do Brentford? She goes, well, she's still working. So she said, all right, we'll meet at Sampdoria. So we actually stayed next to the dugout. So everyone was all sweating and all the wimps went to the Rookery. That's fine. You go there, we had to stay there because we needed to be right there.
The goal scorers went to the Rookery. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the ones that play a weird pitch, right?
Yeah. To stop you from scoring. Go on, carry on, mate. Sorry.
So basically, then we asked the steward. The steward went and got Deanie. He went out.
That's really good.
He didn't even have his shower. He came in. While he was coming, then I told others that he's going to come there, so then they got theirs done. But the cool thing with him was he basically signed it, and it was for one of our good friends, Claire Blanks. And what happened was her husband, he said he'll give £250 if he signs it and personalises it. So basically, we've got the shirt, we're going to give it to John to give to her, and that's what it's about.
Brilliant.
So then hopefully we talked to him about doing another one, so we want to try and do that with the new shirts.
Very good.
So but Deanie, I mean, he looked really, especially close up, he looked really sharp, really fit, and I think it's time now for all the fans to come together. I mean, we've got a lot of moaners out there. I mean, let's support Deanie, let's support Gray, and let's enjoy this season and go for it. Yeah, that's what I want to see from everyone.
There was a fair few moaners after the game when I walked out, and I wanted to turn around and tell them all to shut up.
Yeah. So let's keep it positive and enjoy the season.
Let's keep it positive.
Exactly.
I
was going to say, Alan's just posted. He said, "Thank you for the shout out." He's actually on the management committee of the United Counties League as of this summer.
Right.
So hopefully we'll have you back on soon, mate, and can.
What's that translated?
He's in the high position, put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, basically you got the
big dog.
You got the Southern Counties League, and he's in a management role in it all. So
guys, thank you ever so much once again. Keep supporting us. Keep adding. We will get to 2,000, and we will see Moobs get his tits out.
Yeah.
And his six-pack. Hopefully.
I was going to say yes, because a few people have sort of forgotten about it. Yes, that is, as you can probably tell, have actually been slimming down a bit over the summer, so stay tuned indeed.
Right, so
with me, right?
so it's good.
Yeah.
So it's good night from him.
It's good night from him.
Good night from him.
It's good night from her.
All right, see you later, guys.